Okay, y'all, first things first, I just took it out of the box. These are the lashes that I'm using, by the way. Hello? God. All right. These are the lashes that I'm using, by the way. They are MIP 15 for INV 3D collection right here. Okay. Right. So, first thing you're going to do, of course, is take it off very carefully. This lash looks like it's going to be a little long for my eye. The first thing I do is measure out if it's going to be too long. Usually it is. So I always cut the outer corner because you don't really want it. For me, it's your preference. If you want it longer, you cut the inner corner. If you don't, you cut the outer. I'm going to cut a little piece off the outer. You don't want to cut a big piece, y'all. Do not cut a big piece. Go little by little and keep checking to see if it aligns with your eye. And that is definitely a lot better. So for me, I use hair glue for my lashes. You can use actual clear white lash glue that dries clear. It's white, but it dries clear. You can use that if you want. I will say putting your lashes on is much easier. Is easier when you have like a wing on, like an eyeliner, because like, you know, if you mess up, it's not really gonna matter. For me, I need to make sure this is a clean application. So I literally line the brush with a Q-tip and some glue. What you want to make sure for the glue is that you have enough glue on the outer corner and on the inner corner, okay? And you also want to like wipe any excess glue off with the Q-tip, okay? So I do like this to kind of just make sure there's not a bunch of glue going on me. Whenever I put it on, just making sure there's just one singular thick layer. So thick enough to stick, but not thick enough to like get all over your eye. Another trick that I like to use when doing my lashes is making sure I have a mirror. Okay, so I use my little mirror like this and I put it under my eye so that I can see exactly where I'm putting the lash. So hold it like this and you'll be able to look down and see where you're putting the lash if you need. Some people don't need this trick. It helped me at a time, you know, especially when I'm doing them quick. Okay, so you can blow on it, you could wave it in the air, just, you know, wait for it to dry, or you could put it down if you're doing another part of your makeup, that's fine. Just make sure, you know, you're letting it dry until it's tacky. It's still kind of, no, that's good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the mirror like this, and then what I do is I stick the middle. Before we do that, I also make sure to bend it a little bit so that it's not so rigid in its shape and I can actually fit it to my eye. So I twirl it like this a little bit very carefully, twist it, and then I do it inverted. Okay, like this, and then in, and then like that. Okay, and then boom, I put the mirror under my eye, hold it at the edge of the outer corner, and then I get ready to stick the middle onto my eye. So I'm gonna stick the middle of the lash onto my eye. And I kind of close my eye a little bit. Okay, like that. And I just don't even touch it. Literally, don't even touch it. Okay, so once I do that, I stick the middle and I'm like, is that gonna look good? This is a cute lash. I'm like, is this gonna look good? Like, is the length okay? If the length is okay, I go ahead and stick the outer corner down and push it down. When you do that, this corner is gonna come up. When you push this down, this one's gonna come up. So you can use both hands at both times to push both corners down. And then leave it there, okay? And kind of fix it to where it's not all the way up like this. You kind of want it at an angle like this. You don't want it like this on your eye. You want it like this. So what I do is I squeeze it against my actual lashes so that they're less here and more here. And I do the same thing for the middle before like pushing it all the way down. And then the same for the inner corner before pushing that all the way down. For the inner corner, what I like to do is turn it downwards. Okay, I pinch it and slightly turn it down. Don't pull it off. Just turn it downwards a little bit so that it's a cat eye effect. You see how that gave it a downward effect to where it's like a cat eye now? So I turn the inner corner down like this. So I crank my hand away from my face in the inner corner. And then when I do it on the outer corner, I crank my hand toward my face, so up. And then I do this one down. And that gives that cat eye effect like that. Ooh, that looks so good, okay? So I'm gonna go through this all over again with the other eye, okay? Okay, y'all, so I just cut the outer corner off, literally the tiniest piece. I'm gonna show y'all, like the literal tiniest piece ever off of this lash, okay? So I'm going to dip my Q-tip in the glue like this and just get a little bit of glue. You don't need a lot. Don't be putting a lot on there. You're gonna get all overwhelmed. Okay, and I'm seeing this is kind of still too long, so I'm gonna cut another little piece off. Like that. All right, I'm going to put the glue on the strip. And then I'm going to make sure that there's enough glue on the inner corner and the outer corner. And then I'm gonna go over the strip one more time, making sure that there's still some on the inner and outer corner. Okay. Because that's usually where you're gonna cry, you know, like your eyes are gonna tear up, you're gonna sweat, you know, and you want your lash to stick to your inner and outer corner at all costs. And make sure there's no lash pieces that might poke you curling back onto the strip. You could just flick those back forward. Just making sure that there's enough glue everywhere. Okay. So again, while it's drying, you can twist it and turn it so that it's not so stuck in its shape, because that makes it a little harder to like shape it to your eye. So I bend it here. You can bend it inverted. Careful of the glue. You can twist her a little bit, right? Okay. And then I like to roll her, right? Give her a nice massage. Okay. We can blow on it a little bit if it's not all the way dry yet. Girl, I got glue all over my leg. Okay, and then you can get your mirror if you need. Pinch the outside of the lash and get ready to plant the middle of the lash on top of almost like your iris. So you want to align the middle with your iris, okay? Which is like your eye color. And you just want to kind of squint just like this. And you want to also make sure if your lashes are really curly, straighten them out, you know, get them out of your way. Make sure they're all straight and not curling back, you know. And then place the lash right in the middle. And don't touch her. Just let her sit. Okay, so once you do this and you feel like this is good, like you feel like it's a good placement, like the inner corner is gonna land right where you want it, you can go ahead and put that outer corner down. And when you do that, this inner corner will go up. So you can take this hand right here and hold it for when you plant down the inner corner. Okay. All right. So if you feel like it looks good, which it does, I am going to pinch the outside and push down the middle. You want to do it in sections almost, as you can see. I'm like doing it in sections. These are cute lashes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to the inner corner. Pinch, and I'm going to turn it down. So I'm kind of like turning it this way down. Oh, you see, that was a little too much. But you get the point. And then this, I'm turning it up. Turn up, turn up. Turn down, turn down. And then for the middle, we're just gonna pinch and kind of leave it, not turning it up or down. So you're focusing that turning point on the outer and the inner corner. Inner corner goes down for that cat eye effect. Outer corner goes up. And I like to even comb the lashes out a little bit. Like that. Okay, and that is how I put on my lashes. I will be back with the finished look. All right, y'all, here are the lashes. Yes. Y'all see how they just cat eye so well? And I have this under eye trick that I do that really accentuates my eyes. Absolutely love it. I really hope that this lash tutorial helped you. A lot of girls struggles with the lashes. If y'all want me to do another tutorial, let me know, okay? With that being said, thank you for listening, watching, and existing. I'm Ariel. Until we meet again. Bye.